Hey, it's Emily and welcome to a brand new reading vlog. This week I'll be reading like an athlete. So I'm doing this series on my channel now called Emily Reads Like, or I haven't got the title down 100% yet, but I'll work on it. But I want to expand my reading tastes and take recommendations from other people such as like celebrities, athletes, other authors, and just do like a little series where I read books from them and their recommendations. And so I'm starting off with episode 1 and reading like an athlete, and I have 3 athletes that have recommended books and I'll be reading them. That's pretty much it. So I'll quickly run through the books for this vlog and which athletes have recommended them, and we'll go from there. So I do have my laptop on my lap just to explain where I found these recommendations, and I'll link all the sources down below as well, as I have done this research myself. The first book I have is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and this was recommended by 2 Olympians. We have Imogen Grant, who is a GB rower, and Maddie Mastro, who is a Team USA snowboarding. They both recommend Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and I haven't read it yet. I feel like I really missed the hype, but it's been sat on my shelves for a while now, so I thought it's about time I get to it. And yes, both those athletes have recommended this one. Then we have The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, another one that I still haven't read, so I'll be reading it for the first time in this vlog. I've never seen the movies or anything, but I've had the books for years, like I want to say maybe 2018. I've had the books and still haven't read them yet, but this was recommended by LeBron James, so a very famous basketball player. He has recommended this one. And then finally I have Cain and Abel by Jeffrey Archer, which was recommended by Quinn Hughes, who is an ice hockey player in the NHL. These are the 3 books that, here we go, that I'll be reading in this vlog, and I'm going to start with Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow because I have the audiobook out on Libby at the minute, so I thought that would be helpful. This obviously blew up and I don't really know what it's about. I think it's about 2 friends who meet in hospital or something and they develop a game together. That is literally the extent of my knowledge of this book somehow. But I think since the hype died down, I've seen more mixed reviews for this book as opposed to like glowing, outstanding reviews. So I'm intrigued to see what I think of this. It's about time I jumped on the hype and read one of the most popular books of like 2022, whenever it came out. So with that, I will catch up with you in a bit when I started Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I'm hosting reading sprints this afternoon, so I'm hoping to get a fair way into it this afternoon because I have the afternoon off work. How many times can I say the word afternoon? But yes, I'll catch up with you then. So I am at my parents' and just finished doing a live stream. I finished doing some reading sprints for the first time. I checked afterwards and I haven't done a solo live sprint since 2021. So no wonder I felt a bit rusty and awkward, but had a fun time and definitely want to do more reading sprints in the future. But I did manage to read 164 pages this afternoon of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I don't know how I feel about it in terms of like how much I actually like it. It's fine. I don't quite see the hype yet. I mean, I am like a third of the way in, so yeah, I've not really gotten too into it. So I am intrigued to see where it goes. I every now and then get like a Little Life vibes from it, and I don't know, I didn't really like A Little Life. But I am intrigued to see where it goes, and I definitely am enjoying this more than A Little Life for sure. It's very on that kind of same sort of vibe, especially with like Sam's injuries at the minute anyway. I don't know where it could go. I don't know why it came into my head, but does anyone know Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared? The computer song. I'm a computer, I'm a computery guy. Everything's made up of buttons and wires. For some reason, there was one line in this fairly early on and it reminded me of that song, but the bit where it's like, digital style. For anyone who doesn't know that, that's going to be a bit weird. I also didn't bring any annotating stuff with me to my parents, and I just didn't expect myself to want to annotate it, but fairly early on, I think it was like page 6, I was like, oh, I wish I had my like tabs and stuff with me. So I've been taking pictures of the pages and have like annotated or like at least circled the line that I want to annotate, and then when I go home on Sunday in a couple of days, then I will like just add in the tabs from my pictures. I am going out now for the evening in about like 20 minutes, so I don't think I'll read any more of this tonight. I'm just kind of chilling before going out, and I'll probably pick this up again tomorrow morning. Yeah, we'll go from there, because I don't really have any plans tomorrow apart from seeing Rent in the evening, so yeah. But I'll leave you there. I haven't got much else to add. So far I think it's good, and I like the way it's written, and I like how it explains gaming in a way, like as in it's not overly technical and it's spoken about in a way that you can understand. Like, I mean, I wouldn't call myself a gamer, but I do play games on the Xbox, but like I'm not like an expert at gaming or play regularly, but I have some basic knowledge, and I still appreciate the way it's like being explained in the book, and like when they're talking about games and situations, then I do appreciate the way it's written. So yeah, I do actually enjoy that side of things. But yeah, the one thing actually I will say that kind of takes me out of the story a little bit is that like it feels like a novel, like just a normal novel, and then oh, my dad's back. It will just be like, and then Sadie talked about it in this interview, and then it will just have an interview snippet, whereas there's no like, it feels like, oh, is this actually like an article written? Like it did, I don't know, it just felt a bit weird. Like it takes me out of the interview aspects. Like normally they add to it, but for me it's like takes me out of the story. Now that my dad's back, I'm gonna go speak to him for a bit before I head out, and I'll see you soon. Hello, so long time no see for this particular vlog. It's been a while since I last updated you. What was I, about 160-ish pages into Tomorrow. I finished Tomorrow maybe 2 weeks ago now. I don't know how to talk about that book. I really enjoyed the beginning and the build-up. Well, I say the build-up. The first like 200-ish pages. Sorry, I keep hitting my knee on the desk. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first like 200 pages. I think I mentioned, but I wanted to tab things and annotate things, and that fully fell away like in around the 300 page mark maybe. I really just was like, I don't want to read this anymore. It kind of put me into a little bit of a slump. I really struggled reading anything after, and I'm still slumping. I just don't have any motivation to read right now. So this vlog was meant to be, I was meant to read all 3 books within like a week or 2, and it's been about 3 weeks since I started this vlog and I've read one of them. So yeah, it kind of put me into a bit of a slump. I did give it, I think, a 3 or a 3.5. So it wasn't like a bad book, like, and I appreciate like what it was doing, and I really did enjoy the first like 150, 200 pages especially. And I took pictures on my phone of loads of quotes that I'll probably still like write down, but instead of annotating the book. I would hold up the book to show you. I have already unhauled it and sold it on Vinted, and it's been bought. That's how long ago it was since I last updated and read and everything. So yeah, it just kind of put me into a bit of a slump, and I just wasn't feeling The Hunger Games or Cain and Abel to carry on this vlog. And so I read 2 other books in the meantime, but they took me ages to read each. And so yeah, I think it just put me into a slump that I wasn't expecting, and so February's been a bit of a reading month, and so yeah, it's a bit sad. Further updates, I have actually now finally started The Hunger Games. However, I don't know if it's just because I'm slumping, but I'm just not feeling it. I do have it here. I am currently up to page 84, which is the start of chapter 6, and I have no inclination to pick it up. I don't care. I said to my friend, I was talking about it, and I said I'd want to get to page about 150 before making a decision whether to continue or not. Life's short. I have so many books on my TBR. I don't want to waste time on books that I'm not going to enjoy, so I really don't want to have a DNF in this vlog. This is obviously the pick for the basketball player. I think it's LeBron James. But yeah, I feel like I would love this when I was maybe like 13, 14. And currently as a 24-year-old, I'm not really vibing. It's quick to get through because the font is so big and I have the audiobook on 2.5, so it doesn't take long. Like I read 70 pages in about 45 minutes, which is fairly quick. So that's why I said that I wanted to like get to page 150, because I was like, okay, I can do an hour and a half of reading with this book and then I'll decide. But yeah, I just don't know what it is. I feel like tomorrow put me into this slump. I personally didn't see the hype. I think it was, I don't know how to describe it. It was just fine. And I really expected myself to like it. I expected myself to want to read this, and I thought it'd be a really easy, quick read. And here we are, like 4 days later, still only on page 84. Because I read the first 70 pages in a sitting, and I've read like 14 pages over the last like 3 days. So it's just, yeah, maybe I am just in a general slump, and that's affecting everything. Like maybe if I did pick this up in like a month or two, or when I'm out of this slump, maybe I would enjoy it. So I think I am going to pause this video after the Hunger Games and just mood read for a bit before picking up Cain and Abel. Do definitely want to read it, and it's a library book, so I will have to like return it at some point. I can't just put it off forever, so I will get this video done. It just might not be in February or March, it might be in April. Who knows when this vlog will go up. It's currently the end of, no, not the end of April, it's the end of February at the minute. So yeah, we have some time, and I just don't want to push or pressure myself into reading books that I'm not really feeling just for the sake of a video. However, I do feel like I'll be able to enjoy it more at another time. Like I said, I haven't even picked this up in like 2 days. I was ill yesterday, like quite ill, so I just wasn't feeling reading. And same today, I literally finished work and fell asleep. Literally, I shut my laptop and fell asleep exactly where I was for an hour and a half. Yeah, like I feel like that's also impacting it a bit, my reading energy. I don't have energy, full stop. However, I think that I just had a long weekend, and yeah, that's a whole other thing. But point of this video, I think I'm just slumping and it's affecting my reading, and I think because I'm forcing myself to read certain books for this video, I'm just, yeah, getting even worse into my slump. So I think, like I said, I'm going to push myself to page 150-ish, at least page 100. And I can say that I've tried, and then I'll decide whether I want to try again in the future or keep going or just get rid. Because I have had these books for ages. At the end of the day, I do have the DVDs, and I've not even seen the DVDs yet, so I can always just watch the movies. I know, coming from a reader, that's bad to not want to read it and to watch it. I feel like, I mean, it's not bad at all. I don't know why I said it's bad, it's not. But I feel guilty saying that I'd rather just watch the movie for something like this, especially as like, I just don't think I'm the target audience for this book, and I've had it on my shelf for approximately 6 years now, 6 years at least, 6, maybe even 7 years. I've had the series on my shelf, and have I picked them up? No. And so I think that's, yeah, maybe time to just let them go and just watch the movies. So I'm gonna leave you there for this little like update. I'll let you know if I do pick up any more of the Hunger Games tonight or whatever. I am probably going to head to bed pretty promptly, so I don't know if I'll get any reading done today, but yeah, I thought I owed an update to you just because it's been so long since I started this vlog and have really fallen into a slump. So yeah, on that note, I will leave you there and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So I have an update. I've done a lot of reading tonight. I'm now quite a way through the Hunger Games. I'm gonna finish it tonight. I sat and did live sprints on my channel, and I'm now at page 380-ish. So yeah, definitely a bit of a change in events from yesterday. So I've sat and read, well, from about page 89, that much tonight on sprints. So yeah, you can definitely say that I'm not giving up on this just yet. I've got a couple of minutes before my flatmate comes home, so thought I'd give a quick update now, but I am going to continue listening to it now, like for the rest of the evening, as I've only got about 35 minutes left of the audiobook. So yeah, definitely going to finish it off tonight. I'll give my full thoughts probably tomorrow at this point, as it is quite late. It's like gone 10 o'clock now, but I'm just enjoying sitting listening to this, and I've done some scrapbooking tonight, and yeah, it's definitely, I think when the pace picked up and the actual game started, I did get more into the storyline and the characters, and it's just quite easy, and it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I guess it is a YA, but I think in my head I was picturing it being like, I don't know, just harder to read or longer, and it hasn't been. So I'm actually really enjoying this. I baked a cake while listening to this tonight, also on sprints. I definitely will be continuing this, and I'm not saying I love it or I'm really enjoying it, but I'm finding it more engaging, and I'm not going to give it up. Like, I'm not going to DNF it. The fact that I've read nearly all of this in an evening, everything apart from the first 80 pages tonight, then that says that like it is an easy read. And I'm glad I have finally picked it up. What I do have quite an appreciation for Suzanne Collins' words, I couldn't speak then, is there's a large portion of this, but there's obviously no dialogue. And when I've been writing, I always find it hard to just write so much, like just description, or like, I do this, I do that, I do this, I see this. Like, I find that really hard to write. So I appreciate that, like, there's a large portion of this, especially during the games, where there's no dialogue, and it's obviously first point of view, so, or written in first person, sorry. And so that's quite interesting, and I think it's done quite well. I'm glad that I can finally get this off my TBR. It's been a long time coming, like 6 or 7 years. So yeah, I am glad that I have stuck with this, and I think if I didn't host reading sprints tonight, then I probably wouldn't have gone anywhere near like this far through tonight. I have nothing else really to say apart from it's definitely picked up and I'm enjoying it more. And when I go home to my parents this weekend, I'll be picking up, is it Catching Fire, the second one? I keep getting them the wrong way around. Is it Catching Fire or not? Yeah, Catching Fire is the second one, and then Mockingjay. I'll be picking them up from my parents' house, and yeah, I'm glad I finally got to this, I have to say. Like, there's no doubt about that. But yeah, I'm going to leave you there because I need to go ice a cake. Well, put some chocolate spread on the cake, and yeah, do some tidying for my scrapbooking session, and continue listening to the Hunger Games. Who would have thunk it this evening? Who would have thunk it? Not me. But yeah, also, can I just shout out this fleece? I got it for £10 in the kids section. Love it, absolutely obsessed. But on that note, I'll catch up with you at a later point. Hello, so it's a couple of days later, excuse the way I look. It's Friday now, and I did want to say that night I did finish The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I did binge out like 350 pages nearly in one evening of this, and so yeah, slightly different chain of events that occurred after like that update where I was like, I might DNF. As you can tell, definitely didn't DNF, and yeah, it got better. It definitely got better, and once it got higher paced, I find myself like more into it. I still feel like it wasn't anything special to me, and I think I definitely would have loved it a lot more when I was like probably the target audience. So I appreciate I am not the target audience. But yeah, I can't remember what I told you in that last update. I seem to be really rubbish at updating this vlog. I'm going home to my parents' house today. Oh, I probably should give it a rating. Because I was contemplating DNFing, I only gave it 3.5 because even though it did pick up, and I probably would have given it a 4 if it was like that the whole way through. But because I was like contemplating DNFing it, I couldn't give it, in my personal opinion, more than 3.5 out of 5. That being said, I am going back to my parents tonight, and I'm going to be picking up the rest of the trilogy because that's currently where it was, because I just wasn't expecting to get to this so soon. So the rest of the trilogy are currently at my parents', so I'll be picking them up this weekend. But yeah, thought I'd jump in and say I did finish this and gave it 3.5. I enjoyed it. It just took like, oh yeah, over 100 pages for me to really get into it, and if I didn't have the audiobook, I probably would have DNF'd and unhauled the whole trilogy. So that definitely kept me going while I was doing my baking. But yes, that's my little update. So we've done 2 books for this challenge, we've got 1 more to go, and so I'm hoping to read that in March. It's the last day of February today, as I'm giving this little update, even though I finished this a couple of days ago. We just have Cain and Abel left, and I will prioritise that towards the start of this month because it is a library book and needs to go back. But yeah, I'll come back to you when I decide to finally pick up Cain and Abel. Guys, it is finally happening. The 3rd instalment of this vlog. We are reading Cain and Abel finally by Jeffrey Archer. I have had this out from the library for like 2 months now, so it's about time I actually pick it up. I'm intimidated by it, to say the least. It's huge. The audiobook is like 20 hours long, and I have it on BookBeat, and you can only play up to ×2 on there, so we'll see. That's going to be another like 10 hours of actual solid reading. I have the audiobook, which I think is going to be very helpful for this chunker, but I am going to go on a walk for my lunch break now. It's so much warmer than when I read the first 2 books, and I'm going to go on a nice walk on my lunch. I'm going to just put my headphones on and just step away from a screen because I've been staring at my laptop all morning and I just want a break from it. So I'm going to go on a nice walk and yeah, listen to some Cain and Abel and just walk along the river, and I'll try and get some nice cute shots from it. But yeah, I'm just excited to go for a nice walk. So yeah, I am going to get changed, put some like gym shorts on and just enjoy the sun while it's out. Hopefully it's not too deceivingly cold outside, but I think it should be alright. Also, can you see my beautiful bruise? I fell over ice skating for the first time, so yay me. But yes, this is, I don't even know what it's about 2 unlikely friends. I don't know, a memorable story spanning 60 years of 2 powerful men linked by an all-consuming hatred, brought together by fate to save and finally destroy each other. Oh, interesting. But yeah, this is the Quinn Hughes pick for this vlog, and we'll see what I think of it. I mean, I'm intrigued by it. I feel like this has potential. I just need to like be brave and get into it. It's going to be a long one, so this part of the vlog may span across like the next week. I do have 7 days left of the audiobook hold and 9 days left to read this before I need to return to the library. So I am going to be focusing on this a lot over the next few days, but at the same time, I have other things in my personal life going on that I need to focus on as well. So yeah, we'll see. But just wanted to give an update and say I am finally starting Cain and Abel by Jeffrey Archer. So wish me luck, and I'll check in with you when I've made a dent. I wanted to make at least 100 pages into it today. That's actually quite a lot. This might be a long mission. Wish me luck. I am up to chapter 21 in Cain and Abel, which is page 168. Now, it's just long. I would say I'm not enjoying it, but I'm also not enjoying it. Like, I'm fine with it. It's not necessarily making me want to pick it up. I'm not loving it. It's just fine. It's just long. I think that's what's getting to me, is that like I feel like I've been reading it ages and like I'm only that far in. Sorry. My flatmate came in literally as I was talking, but I can't remember what I was saying. It's just very long, and yeah, I just feel like I'm not making progress, even though I've probably read about 70 pages today. It still feels like, I don't know, I feel like I've read like 200 and I haven't. And it's just like, it's like, a bit wobbly. Take me back to when I read A Little Life and how that just took me ages and I just wanted it done. And I don't know, I just don't know how I'm feeling about this, you know? Like, I really want to enjoy it. And I don't know, I also keep picturing the time wrong. Like, I keep forgetting it's the 1920s right now at this stage. And that the characters are only like 16. So yeah. Is it a TV show? Have I made that up? Is it a TV show? Because I feel like if it's a TV show, I might just watch that. Then again, I don't even know if I want to watch it. Like, I don't know. I really wanted to enjoy this and I'm not. It's not that I'm not enjoying. I'm just fine with it, you know, just neutral. It's like a 2.5, 3 star at the minute. Like, I don't feel attached to the characters. They kind of annoy me. I mean, they're teenagers at this point, but like, I just don't care for them. Tragic things keep happening to them and I feel bad for them, but like I also just like, I'm like, cool, where's this going? It's not my usual taste and I'm trying to keep an open mind because, like I said, yeah, it's nothing that I would normally pick up myself. I would never ever reach for this. It's just not my typical taste, which is fine, and everyone has their own tastes, but I don't know. I don't know whether to keep going or not because, like I said, I'm about not even a third of the way through. Maybe about a third. I almost don't want to waste my time on this. Like, I want to read something I love and this is not it. And it's not even a book off my shelf like I got from the library. It's not even going to tick off of the TBR. So yeah, which is really sad because I really wanted to enjoy this. Like, I actually thought I would really like it, but I'm struggling with it. And that's what's making me sad. And I have literally 2 days of the audiobook before my free trial runs out, and I'm trying to binge it out, and I think the fact that I'm binging it out is making it harder because I have 2 days to read this, and I'm like, why didn't I start this earlier? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not what I want to be reading right now. I feel like this is a kind of November time book for me, and I'm wanting to read something light, something summery, something easy, and this is just dense, depressing, and yeah, not what I'm feeling right now, which is a shame. But I'll keep you updated on my thoughts because I want to keep going. I just wish I had like a week to read it instead of 2 days. Like I wish I'd started this earlier, because I just want to read something else at the same time. On that note, I will get back to you when I've either read more, made a decision whether to keep going. I just don't know. I just feel bad if I don't read it. But then at the end of the day, like, who's holding me to this? I'm not letting anyone down. It's not a buddy read. It's not a highly requested book. It's literally just me picking a book up from the library for a video challenge just to try and diversify my reading tastes. And this one's just not hitting the mark for me. I'll catch up with you when I've read a bit more. It's the next day and I am going to DNF to Cain and Abel. I have had no inkling to pick it up. I need to return it tomorrow. And that's not happening in the next day. And I'm sad, but life's too short to read books you're not enjoying. So unfortunately, I'm going to DNF this. I feel like it would be okay if I had loads of time to read it and just took my time with it, but because of the time constraints and it's my own fault, I'm just going to DNF. But maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. But gosh, this feels so like sad. It's happened. At the end of the day, there's always a library like this from the library. I can always get it out again. I can listen to the audiobook again. Like I can access it again if I wanted to. But for the purpose of this vlog, for now, this is being DNF'd and I'm going to take it back to the library this evening. So yeah, I think it's time for me to say no, because it's taken me 3 months to even start this. Well, 2 months to start it. And yeah, it's just not happening. So we had a kind of mixed bag for this vlog. One DNF, as we just discussed. One, I think it was like 3 stars for, maybe 3.5 for tomorrow, which I have already unhauled. And then I think, was it 4 stars for the Hunger Games, which I enjoyed more than I thought I would. So definitely a mixed bag in regards to this challenge. I will be doing a part 2. I've already got the books planned for more reading like an athlete, so stay tuned for that if you enjoyed this one. The books are definitely very different to what I read in this vlog, but yeah. But on that note, thank you very much for watching. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if this was a bit of an underwhelming vlog, but yeah. Subscribe if you are new around here because I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon with a brand new video. Bye.